How long does a normal property law conveyancing transaction take? There is no way of saying how long the transaction will take. It depends on many factors, for example, if you are in a chain sale or how soon your mortgage is available. We will deal with your transaction as quickly as possible and keep you informed of progress each step of the way. Normally, once contracts for sale issue, we will know the expected closing date and we will advise you. As a general rule, it takes 4 to 6 weeks to complete a straightforward conveyance of a residential property, but if you have a lender involved, you should add another 4 weeks. Please be mindful that our goal is the same as yours, to make your transaction as smooth as possible. Do I need to pay anything up front? The only monies to be paid up front is the booking deposit that is paid to the auctioneer. This is 100% refundable in the event of the transaction not proceeding. What happens after I pay the booking deposit? When you pay the booking deposit to the estate agent in a few days will send to your solicitor a document called a sales advice note. The sales advice note sets out the name of the vendor, who is selling to you, and their solicitor. Your solicitor will write to their solicitor requesting the contracts and copy title. At times, it can take weeks for vendors' solicitors to get the title deeds from the vendor's lender, so at this initial stage, we would ask for your patience while we await the contracts and copy title. Once your solicitor gets the contracts and copy title, they will start the legal process of reviewing the title and raising pre-contract queries. Once your solicitor has replies to pre-contract queries and is in receipt of your loan offer and survey, they will then invite you into the office for signing of the contract. When do I have to pay your fee? You don't need to pay us any fees until 1 week before the close date. The close date is the date you get the keys of the property and become the legal owner. If you withdraw from the transaction, you need to pay the withdrawal fee at that stage. What is a land registry fee? This is the money paid to the land registry after the purchase of your property to register the property in your name and your lender's mortgage deed at the Property Registration Authority. What is stamp duty? This is a government tax paid to the revenue commissioners when you have purchased the property. The current rate is 1% on properties up to €1 million, 2% up to €1.5 million, and 6% on the balance. Can I withdraw from any property transaction? Clients wish to withdraw from the transactions for several reasons. Examples include due to an adverse survey or a problem with the legal title to the property, provided contracts have not been exchanged, i.e. you have not entered into a legally binding commitment to sell or purchase the property, you can normally withdraw at any time without incurring any of the other side's fees. Each transaction will depend on their own circumstances, but we can advise you on your proposed course of action. We charge a fee of €500 plus VAT if you withdraw after contracts have been received and reviewed by us. When should I effect building and life insurance when purchasing a property? The normal rule is that risk in the property passes upon exchange of contracts. Therefore, upon exchange, you have an insurable interest in the property, and that's when building insurance for the property's full reinstatement value must be taken out rather than on completion. Similarly, any new or existing life insurance which needs to be increased should also be placed on the risk at exchange and not completion, because in the event of any purchaser dying, their estate will still be liable to complete the purchase, but the estate would not have the funds to purchase the property. Who is liable for the local property tax? The local property tax for the property must be paid up to the end of the current year in advance of closing the sale. There will be an apportionment of the LPT from the date of closing of the sale up to the end of the year. Do I need to make a will after buying a house? This is a personal choice. It would be advisable, but there is no legal obligation upon you to. If you wish to make a will, then we will be more than happy to take detailed instructions from you and proceed to draft a will on your behalf. The benefit of having a will is that it deals with your estate as you wish it to pass. Without a will, often the expected intentions of an individual are not met by a change in circumstances or by the strict application of the terms of the Succession Act. We can advise you fully in relation to making a will, and we can draft it on your behalf to reflect your wishes.